Hello everyone, this is me, TimelireG, and welcome to another Dark Souls video. This one is about Dark Souls' most forgotten and mysterious enemy, the most mysterious foe in Dark Souls. I know I just talked about the Frog Ray, but this is a completely different enemy. I'm in New Game Plus also. I will show off my stats real fast. Here's my stats. And this is what I'm going to be fighting these things with. I'm not going to spoil what they are yet. You probably already know. And we're going to challenge the most forgotten and mysterious enemy of Dark Souls. So I'm just going to make my way over here. It's going to take a little bit to get to. I actually don't remember what this character was for. I think this was just me playing through the game again for fun a couple years ago. I'm not really too sure. And you can find these enemies right when you go down the stairs there. And you just have to head over this way. It's right next to Sif's door, Sif's boss room. Don't want to make those guys angry. Don't want to make the mushroom people angry. And here you can see the great felines, or the giant cats as some call them. And you can see one of them is jumping down here right now. There's also a large soul of a brave warrior here. I don't know if that has any kind of lore implications, if someone tried to fight these before. It probably doesn't have any lore implications. So I just turned the HUD on here just to show how many souls I'm going to be getting, and since I'm a New Game Plus, I'm going to get, I believe it was 6,000 souls, but, you know, on the regular New Game, you just get 2,000 from these giant felines, these great felines here. Where did they, oh, okay, they're over there. I want to say she, I believe that these cats are female. I'm not entirely too sure. They're kind of like Alvina. They look exactly like Alvina, just, you know, larger. So, they do a lot of damage, by the way. I know I don't have the best equipment on right now, it's not fully upgraded, but let me go back and heal for a second here. There's a few things I want to talk about with these enemies. As you can see, they have a roll attack, so they just, you know, do a little bit of a spin dash there. And they also have a grab attack, which I don't think I've ever been grabbed by these enemies, and right there, that wasn't actually the grab. I'm kind of curious to check that out. You can see they're relentless, by the way. They will definitely punish you for healing. They definitely heal punish. Just roll back again. I'm trying to get them to use that grab, and they're not actually using it. Oh no, there's actually some kind of wall there preventing them from coming down there. That's interesting. That is actually interesting. So you can see the chunk of HP I just took off of them. I did have the exact amount of health they had written down. It's 1,465. That is their health pool there. So we just finished this one off. And this is something else I wanted to mention as well. There's two other ones up there, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think they have a sleeping animation before you actually go down here. So going to try to take care of this one real fast. I do want to see the grab attack. I think that might have been it. I'm not sure. We can just test it out with these other ones. So here comes the other two jumping down here. You can see I got 6,000 souls because I'm a New Game Plus. And you just definitely try to dodge those roll attacks here. It is like the double Sanctuary Guardians in the Notorious of the Abyss DLC. You just try to take care of them real fast. I will show off the grab attack, don't worry. Oh, just take care of some of them here. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of cheesing it. I'm kind of cheesing it down here. Oh, and here's Alvina here. You can see that she's pretty much just a smaller version of those great felines. Again, I don't know if there's some kind of lore implication for that, or it's possible they're just the same kind of species and everything. You can see right there that, you know, maybe there's always just a small mushroom guy walking around down there. I really don't remember that, but just go ahead and fight this one. And like I said, I do want to see the grab. That's just the regular bite attack. And I like how the hitbox for that is right where the mouth is. It's funny. I want them to try to use that on me again. Hold on, fast actually. Really? Looks like they're backing up, trying not to go out of their area they're meant to be in. Alright. Yeah, I can't get the grab attack. It's such a rare move. It is such a rare attack. So this is something I wanted to talk about regarding these great felines, and that's the fact they don't have any drops whatsoever. So, you know, going over this way, this is a completely optional area with no unique items to get. It's not like the boar, it's not gonna, you know, drop any kind of armor piece on the ground or anything like that. We just take care of this ent real fast. There we go. I actually managed to get it. That is a brutal attack. That reminds me of the, I don't remember what the enemy is called in Dark Souls 3, but it's in the, you know, I don't even remember Dark Souls 3. That's not a very memorable game for me, honestly. Yeah, I didn't mean to get off topic there talking about Dark Souls 3, but that enemy, you probably know the one I'm thinking of. It's probably Beast something. I'm not entirely too sure. It's on, you know, the Boreal Valley Bridge and whatnot. I know there's one below that bridge as well. What I was talking about before, though, was that it is very strange that they don't have any unique drops. Again, I know that they're non-respawning enemies and everything, but you'd think that they would at least have something regarding them, since, you know, they spent all the effort and time to make these awesome enemies. And you know what? The fact they don't drop anything, I think that's what makes them unique. I think that distinguishes them from every other enemy in the game is just how obscure they are, because, you know, if they actually did drop something, everybody would be talking about it, obviously. But then again, nobody talks about the boar helmet, you know? Nobody actually talks about the boar helmet, so maybe not. Is a really, really interesting enemy, though. It is a very interesting enemy. And I always thought, you know, when the game came out, I always thought they would drop something. You know, and for the first, I got Dark Souls 1. I don't remember, I don't think I got it on release. I think I got it a few months after release, Dark Souls 1. And I just always thought they would drop something, and they do not. So this is something I wanted to show off as well. This is obviously the platform where they jump down from to come fight you, and I'm going to go see what is over here. Now, I'm definitely not expecting to find anything here. I've never been up here before. You can't actually get up here legitimately, as far as I'm aware. There might be some method. I don't think so, though. I've never seen anyone jumping up here, you know, in all my time of invading in Darkroot and whatnot. Joining fight clubs in Darkroot, I've never seen anyone up here, so it's just the platform where they rest on. We are now in Darkroot Garden in the past in Oolicile, and I'm going to cross this bridge, and we're going to go check out the same spot, but in the past. Let's go ahead and do that. By the way, one of my favorite weapons in the game is the pitchforks that those guys drop, and I didn't know they actually dropped that for a long time. Anyway, by the way, I just want to point out, I really love the look of this area with these flowers here and everything. Such an awesome looking area. And, you know, the DLC as a whole is just really, it's just the tone of the sky. I know I mentioned this in my other Dark Souls videos, but it just has this kind of effect. I wouldn't call it a bloom effect. It's much more soothing than that, you know. It's not this obnoxious effect like in modern games of someone just met their demise somewhere. I don't know what happened there. There's also a body here. I don't remember what this is. Oh, it's the Guardian Leggings. It's like one of the most obscure armor sets in the game. So I'm going to head up there and see if there's anything up here in the past. By the way, I always liked how that armor set, you know, it's just covered in moss in the future with the chest that you find around the staircase on the other side of Alvina's room. And you also have other references like these are clearly the Ents, the tree Ents, just holding the pitchforks. I know that's obvious, but it's just details like that I really love. Really love all that stuff. You can see there's different, you know, was this actually, I don't think the wall actually looked like this in present time, so it's a little bit different. You can see the ground is actually raised up a little bit for some reason. They obviously just wanted to make it look more detailed here and pretty because, you know, it's an expansion, it's a DLC, you have to make everything look nice. Alright, I think the giant feline is ignoring me for now. So here's the animation of both of these cats just sitting here. As you can see, they are not hostile whatsoever until you defeat the first one. And if you try to attack them, they just sit there. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to try to use range and see what happens. I actually don't even remember if I have a bow on this character. Oh look, they actually do take damage if you use range on them, so if you really wanted to, I wouldn't recommend you know, cheesing it that way, but you can if you want to. I'm not going to deal any damage with this Dark Sword whatsoever, but, you know, I think they might be weak to thrust, you know. Oh look, they actually have a unique animation for the lightning. See that? That might be for fire as well, I'm not sure, to be honest. So that's pretty much going to be it for the great felines, the giant cats, the big cats. And that's really all I have to say about them. Everything that I've said so far is all... I think that's all that there is in regards to these enemies. Quite a bit of damage from that. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, is it? It was when he gets low on health. I think it's when they get low on health. That's when they start rolling down after you. So I thought it was after they're defeated. Never mind. So yeah, you can actually fight 3 of these at once, apparently. Oh, there it goes. Alright. I'm not leaving the arena. You know, I'm not leaving the arena. Oh, there we go. Alright, thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave some comments and talk about what you think of these creatures in the forest.